Hello and welcome to another episode of Mordor, the Depths of Dejenol. Quite a lot has happened because I had a recording, and when I went to check it playback, all I had was a blank screen. So I'm going to just go through what's happened since then. So we have our Thug was originally there, McStabbin's there. We've had to remove Sparks, replaced him with steroids. And the reason for this, actually, let's leave steroids for now and go look at Sparks quickly. Sparks got down to 4 constitution from dying so much and having to be resurrected. And what this does is this diminishes their ability to be revived. It was getting down to like 50% chance to revive. Just always keep constantly losing constitution, point of constitution, and it's just not going to be feasible to keep Sparks around, try and build up those levels and things like that. So I've retired Sparks. I've kept her equipment and things like that in case I can bring her back. And in the time, I've brought in steroids. Now he's called steroids because his constitution is 16, which is really great. But look at that charisma, 3. The way I figured this is like a roided out elf. He's just muscle and veins and just ugliness over exercise. But he's survived a lot longer. He's a level 24 nomad. Been doing very well in the party. We also lost Mauler in favor of Bash. Bash is a female giant, and that's because we needed to get a specific item to level up. We go to our guilds. We need to find one padded leather cap and present it. And I've just not found that, and the problem is I'm pinned, which means I can't get any more XP. So going down to the dungeon with this character, he's not going to gain XP while, kind of carry on gaining XP while I'm dungeon crawling. So I parked him, brought in Bash, and that was a while ago, and I just haven't, kind of found a leather cap that I can return. Bash has done quite well for us. Bash is I actually, as soon as I could, as soon as the character was created, made them a warrior. So you can see that they're a level 1. They've got a level 1 nomad and a level 26 warrior. So this was going against the default advice. Going quite slowly, but look at their fighting. They're quite a good fighting person. Been going on quite well there. I should be able to level up. There we go. Steroids, no. So McStabbin is definitely the star of our show. I realized playing this game you really want to have a good constitution. She can see invisible because she's got a amulet of ultravision. Got her to level 30 nomad. She's now level 14 thief, and more importantly, she's got the spell a charm of opening, which allows her to open magically locked chests, which when we go into the dungeon you'll be able to see. She can also level up. There we go. And finally, Thug. Thug's still around, level 30 nomad and level 16 warrior. Because of the nomad ability, he also has the ability to cast open charm moving. But look at, he needs 128 mana points to cast, or she rather, and she only has 90 mana points. Because McStabbin's a thief, this has gone down to 21 points, and she's got 130 points to spare. So that's worked out quite well for us. You can see we've actually kept some potions here. I've got some tomes you can put into the bank for now. Can't use them yet. I've got a crystal of healing. Doesn't heal a lot, but it's great when you've fallen in a pit. And that seems to be the major thing to be scared of. I'm not scared of monsters. I'm not scared of poison or disease. Those are things I can react to. But falling in pits just does a tremendous amount of damage, and because you don't know what the level looks like, you can open a door and walk into a room, and you fall into a pit, and then you have to make the choice of, and actually I can show you this. Let's go down into the dungeon. I can't remember if I showed this before, but just as a case, you can expand this to see the whole dungeon. You can see here we've explored level 1 quite nicely. Let's go down into the second second level. Oh, there's a good chance to look at the magical lock. So I've yet to find an item in a magically locked chest. Now that I've said that, of course, to you, I'm going to get that. There you go. So now it's become a normal chest. You see, Masab is really good at opening chests. No, pretty sure it's blackout. This way, it's 4 dots, so 100% sure that's a blackout thing. 3 pluses, pretty good chance of opening it. Ah, you see, 2 potions. I said I haven't discovered anything until I told you guys. Okay, let's find this. So we've explored quite a significant bit of level 2, but you can see you come at the top here all the way down, and to get into here you have to get into this pit. Now you do get potions of flight, which I still seem to fall down pits, but I don't seem to take as much damage, but you know, that's a limited resource. And then I found a chute here, and that just messed me up. Because you fall to the next level, you take falling damage, and then there's, you know, harder monsters to fight. So I haven't explored here. Here's a teleporter, so I haven't gone into that because who knows, you know, it's not going to allow me into the next room. It's going to teleport me somewhere else, or even teleport me into another level. And you can see here's another thing where to get into Explore, I have to get into this pit. Done quite a bit of exploring of level 3, and this is where we want to go and find some stuff, and even started to explore level 4 and a tiny bit of level 5. Oh, I've even managed to get down to level 6. So let's go looking for some good loot down here in level 2. See, McStabben's already ready to level up. Potion. No, you've got nothing. Yeah, let's go to level 3. So since my last video, I found turning off the music makes a big difference to my enjoyment of the game, and I'm sure yours as well. So I've left the sounds on, and I'll put some background music. You're probably hearing it already. A stone. Okay, down to level 3. Done poison. So now poison starts to take a lot of damage. You can see this is slowly ticking down. I'm still good for now, though, I think. Thug. If you just quickly check here, minor heal. Potion of curing. This cures. It does cure poison. So I'm going to use this on Thug. There we go. I've met the next level up with those killards, and I think I need magical items to kill them, because they've been quite difficult to handle. Horn demon. How am I looking? Yeah, I'm still good. Ferrigons. Getting a lot of gauntlets. There we go. So glad I found that amulet of introvision. Not seeing visible monsters makes it really difficult to... Oh, I'm drained. So drained? Who's drained? It doesn't just says you've been drained. No. This is a problem because these stats start to hurt when they take out your their wisdom. You know, now I can't use tomes anymore. So besides needing a big amount of constitution at the beginning of the game, you want to put as much into your intelligence and wisdom, or find tombs that you can use to push them up as much as you can, because you know that character now basically cannot use tomes to grow anymore. I've tried to using items that will push their stats up. Strength too low to cast. Oh, looking at McStabin. There we go. I think I've got enough loot, and I'm worried about... I don't have anything for disease. So let's go back up. See what we've got. You know, this game is very un-roguelike. Because you've got the permanent map, because you've got the characters who can die and come back, because you've got the limited features and the different modals, you know, forms to do anything. Although I must admit, if I'm clicked on this form, oh, you see, I can't go up and down. This form, I can go up and down. But if I click on the map, I can also go up and down. So these forms still allow me to navigate a little bit. Take. There we go. And I must admit, it's a breath of fresh air to play a game, you know, a game like this that feels very roguelike, that defies being roguelike. You know, having a permanent map. Good lord, what is this? Potion of intelligence. Ooh. Oh, good. Steroids is good, but she doesn't need it. Let's just check here. So who has a iron helmet? You see here, iron helmet info gives 1 intelligence, but this doesn't seem to help in terms of using tomes. So if I look here, Bash has 10 intelligence and 10 wisdom, but if I take the helmet off, you see it's only 9 intelligence. So I wonder who has that potion. Oh, it's good though. How much is it to realign it to neutral? 2 million. No. I think I'm just going to keep this one. Oh, should I sell it? Let's keep it for now. Definitely. I mean, I can pull my resources, actually. Let's go see what other people have got. You've got a potion. Doesn't matter what it is. Small braces. Iron braces. Yeah, neutral. Can I use these? Info. Who's this McStabin? 12 and 12. I've got a 13 here, so I can use these. So undo my bronze braces, iron braces. There we go. Sell some bronze braces. Boots. Boots of swiftness. I already have boots of swiftness. Info. 10 and 12. They give +1 dexterity. Yeah, let's just sell them. Okay. Steroids. You found a stone. Glowing rock. I think there's a glowing rock here somewhere there. What do these do? Shock. Yeah, that's fine. Sell it. I'm not going to use them now. Gauntlets. Iron gauntlets. Evil. Sell. Hands. These could be initiate's hands, which are for ninjas. Yep. And an axe. Iron battle axe. Bash. Braces. bronze braces, not too worried about that. Okay, so I was saying here that Bash needs some help, so let's go to the bank and pull and deposit. Okay, withdraw all. Well, I suppose I don't need to withdraw. Who had that potion? I think it was. There we go. Into my hands, and from my hands to Bash. And then leadership is for charisma, so I don't need to worry about that. But I've got this Tome of Learning, which will give me an intelligence. So if I could drink this potion, okay, which would give me 1 intelligence, then hopefully I can use the Tome of Learning to gain that 1 intelligence. So let's go here, exit, neutral, yes. Let's put on the iron helmet to just see if it helps. Let's go down into the dungeon. Here's Bash. Use. Use. Yes! Okay. Bash is back in the beginning. So I need to find potions of intelligence and potions of wisdom. Those are going to be the really big boys that allow me, if I've lost being drained, and you know, I need to get resistances to stop being drained, to get back into there. Let's go back and deposit some cash, because I see it's all sitting here. Back. Party deposit. So Thug, still doing well. Needs 123 experience points to level up. Oh, you can level up. There you go. Steroids. Oh, you only need 57. Bash. So let's put Steroids and Thug in the front, so they have the most chance of hurting people. You know, another thing I really love about this game is the player populated store. You know, it starts with some basic items in it. You can see here these ones that are unaligned, but basically everything else I've pulled up from the dungeon. And so this basically becomes a store, a universal store across characters. But I just love the idea of, like, I'm going to spin up a second character, and you know, these are items that you could potentially find. I especially love the idea of this was a multiplayer game, that I wouldn't have a store. You know, a store would be totally empty, and players would have to populate the store with stuff that they find in return for gold, so they can find the things that they want. See, there's some more terms of learning. These are all, you know, terms that I've really kind of thrown away, especially the term of lies, because that you can see here it just gives you minus characteristics. But you know, I've had my B team play, and you know, they're just getting gold. They're just trying to get XP. Don't have time for terms, so they're just selling the stuff here. Now my A team can come in here, and you know, that's not a bad price to go and get, you know, something that I know I want to develop into. Okay, are we ready to go down a little bit more? So I got enough to make a level. So let's put steroids in front here. Let's go down to level 4 again. This is level 3. Oops. These little things, by the way, these 3 rooms, or multiple rooms here with a rotator here, get you so lost, because if I go into one, you see I'm lost now. I mean, I can see that I need to go that way, but then I come here and again I'm lost. So that means if I want to go into this room, oops, not that room, that room. I'm still, there you go, lost. But now I can, again, because I'm explaining it to you, it wants to work. Took me forever. I couldn't get this stuff figured out. There we go. I wonder if we should go and journey into those other rooms there as well. See, I've lost direction, but I can go here, and there I found myself. How's steroids looking? Steroids got enough to level. Screaming levels. Stabbin', open this for me, please. And open it again. Gauntlets. This means to be finding a lot of gauntlets today. Okay. Should I try and cast something? Let's go thug, location. No, so it's not anti-magic rooms. Okay, quickly, McStabbin, open this for me. Ah, a pit. Really? Sinking. Ooh, 32. Let's get some healing going. Use on steroids. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get out of here. There we go. I want to go that way. Huh. You know, it's always when you want to show someone that doesn't want to work. I spent ages trying to like figure out how to map that location there. Put on recording for you guys, and it just works. Is that a chest? No. Come on, McSteppen. Alrighty. There we go. And so here are my thoughts, you know, of the game I would like to make if I was going to make something that copied Mordor Depths of Dejenol. You know, the first thought was the Windows-based UI. It's not really a feature, but you know, like people playing it, like myself, you know, who played it and kind of went, oh, I could make a game like this. You know, I'm a software developer. I can make, you know, Windows Forms applications. It might be a key feature there. The static dungeon for exploring and exploiting, I think, is really different to the roguelikes we've been playing. Having an idea of what's going on, and we're seeing that with games kind of like Slay the Spire, where you don't necessarily know the encounter, but you can see that up next is a fireplace or an encounter or a boss encounter or things like that, and you know that because you're on a certain level that you're going to encounter these certain types of creatures. And so, kind of being able to explore and exploit, more importantly, exploit that to your ends, I think is really useful. Next is the guild leveling system. This is kind of like the Final Fantasy job system, rather than fixed classes you find in roguelikes. This gives you ability to, as your character develops, as you find items, you have an initial plan of what you want this character to do, and you build them up a certain way, but because you've got tomes and other things that allow you to change your stats, you can kind of tweak them and become other things, and you can take advantage of multi-classing by having certain abilities learned from different guilds. Then, and I think very importantly, is the death, rescue, and resurrection mechanics in Mordor. With no permanent death, you can grow an attachment to a character, and so when you have to retire them, like I had to retire Sparks, there's a real sense of loss there because you've been spending time with this character. Um, and you've been building them up and finding items for them and doing things for them, only to now just find that they're too crippled and weak to carry on. And now having to bring on a new character, and do you bring on a new character with these high level characters and wander around the first levels and things like that, or do you take them down hoping they don't get killed instantly so that they can min max their XP? And having backup characters who you can use. So you're having, your A team and your B team and your C team that you can play with. I think, I've seen that with Diablo where people have multiple characters because they want to explore the different classes. But with the rescue and resurrection mechanic, you really want to have those teams so they can go in and get your body because it's so, you can lose a lot of time with that, to age, and which also increases your chances of failing resurrection and having to retire a character. But also just someone who can go grind gold for you or go explore the dangerous areas. Having cannon fodder that can go and find the pitfalls. Lastly, the player populace store. I think this is a kind of a minor issue, but it's something that I really think is cool and interesting to explore. Especially, I think, since when you go in games, roguelike games, it's random what you're going to find in the store. And now there's a sense of, oh, I know what's in there, or something I can again take advantage of if I build it up nicely. And then, lastly, just the character pool and easy party composition. The idea that you're going to have multiple player characters going in, that you're going to pull from this pick a party of things you want to do, and then having that option of saying, I'm going to build, what happens if I build an all mage party, or an all thief party, or an all fighter party? Being able to kind of have certain teams that can tackle certain problems or certain bosses, and because you have the bosses on the different levels, you can say, well, I'm going to go, grind that boss. Let me maybe, have a group of knights or group of warriors and throw in a mage there who can stand at the back. Load them up with the defensive stuff so that you can just get the XP or things like that. So I hope you've enjoyed my trip down memory lane of Mordor, and that you're, keen to give it a try yourself, or just, learn some things that I've learned from. I don't think I'm going to make another Let's Play unless the fancy takes me. Thank you very much. And please, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I'll see you then.